Hi everyone, my name is Silviu Tudor Serban. I'm an Intel software innovator and I'm the founder of Helios Vision. I'm going to talk to you today about some projects that we are working on to, let's say, build a brighter future. So let's get on with it. The presentation is called Smart Everything, Build a Brighter Tomorrow. So we are transitioning into a new era. And when we think about cities, homes, vehicles, things we wear, all of them are becoming smart and connected. And this leads to a unique opportunity for improving things. I believe we can build for tomorrow with a focus on efficiency, safety, and health. To better illustrate my point, I'm going to talk about two forward-thinking projects that I'm very proud to be part of. So the first one is Astro. Astro is a versatile robot solution designed to improve productivity and safety in the workplace. Its name is an acronym for Assistance, Safety, and Telepresence Robot Office Mate. To provide a little context, robots are becoming an increasingly ubiquitous part of our society, providing help with a wide variety of tasks such as cleaning our homes, delivering room service, or guiding us to our departure gate at the airport. So the adoption of such solutions is becoming a sensible choice for many businesses. So let's go forward. What's cool about Astro? Well, it has three main pillars that we rely on. One is natural communication, the second one is safety and well-being, and the third is dynamic virtual presence. What we mean by natural communication? Oh, here's a concept of Astro, and here's how the prototype looks like. So by natural communication, we mean a quick way to access important information. So Astro has conversational intelligence, which allows it to talk to and assist fellow colleagues at work with their queries. Moreover, it can be coupled with popular AI APIs such as Alexa or Microsoft Cognitive Services or even IBM Watson. So Astro's abilities can be extended via cloud services. The second and very important thing is keeping people safe and healthy and comfortable. So for us, the well-being of people working in the office is a top priority. So using its sensor suite, Astro makes sure everything from temperature to air quality stays optimal within the office environment. It then broadcasts notifications if anything is wrong. So let's say you have a water leak, or there's like a carbon monoxide leak somewhere in the building. So that could be very, very helpful and even life-saving. Third, we want to do dynamic virtual presence. So Astro is kind of built for that. We want to make virtual presence simple and efficient. So you might know that maintaining a fine level of team communication is essential for many distributed teams working together across the country, different countries, or even different continents. So Astro adds a new layer of flexibility and quality for remote video conferences and meetings. It provides a sense of physical presence with colleagues and clients thousands of miles away. Now, with Astro, we wanted to push on the boundaries of human-machine interaction. We wanted to allow it to recognize who it's speaking to understand voice queries. So we built it with a suite of cognitive functions. It has face detection, emotion recognition, speech recognition, and one key component of Astro, it's 3D avatar. So while researching some of the existing robot solutions on the market, we noticed a trend for simplified user interfaces, which is not surprising given the technical challenges that are implied by more complex visual interfaces, or some people just fear to step into the uncanny valley. But fear and challenges aside, what we believe is that in a world where 3D experiences and technologies like virtual reality and augmented reality are basically bridging the gap between what we call virtual space and reality, I think that in this world, interacting with a computer-generated avatar is becoming a norm rather than something special. So our visual interface approach for Astro, it's all about blazing a new trail for robot interaction with an intelligent 3D avatar that is aware, responsive, and I think in this date and time, it is more relatable than a plastic robot face. Now, let's get into some aspects that are more technical. So we are using ROS for developing Astro's navigation. So here's a GUI from ROS that shows you how the robot is learning its environment and learning to navigate it. So Astro understands its surrounding space and discovers all accessible areas within the office. So by combining this with a robust sensor suit, it can collect environment data and identify areas with problems and prevent possible hazards. So think air quality, CO2, temperature, light intensity, etc. Now, this GUI here, it's called RViz. It's the 3D visualization tool from ROS. So as I said before, its navigation capabilities are built on top of ROS. And ROS is an open source, let's say, super operating system that runs on top of Ubuntu, which has a lot of software libraries and tools that make the task of building robot applications much easier or doable. It supports a wide array of hardware, and it ships with many state-of-the-art computer vision software. Cool. So let's talk about cognition. So we know cognitive science, NLP, computer vision, machine learning are the words we hear every day right now. But the cool thing about this is that now robot speech, vision, and decision-making capabilities are becoming closer and closer to human level. So DL is short for deep learning, and this is, let's say, the best we've got right now for training our robots and making our AIs learn things. And what I wanted to say about this is that there are many open, outstanding libraries for doing this. So you don't have to start from scratch. You have OpenCV, you have TensorFlow. These two alone can help with much of the heavy work and help reduce development time. We're using a lot a library from Intel called the Intel Computer Vision SDK, which is actually a very optimized platform for computer vision algorithms. So that allows us to deploy some really complex algorithms on our robot, which is, for all intents and purposes, an edge device. An even more attainable routes for developers to integrate AI functionality, such as language, speech, vision, into new products is also by using AI cloud frameworks. So you have Alexa again, Microsoft Cognitive Services, or IBM Watson. Now, we must not forget about security. So for security, I think security these days, especially in IoT, is a really, really complex topic. So what we did, and I recommend people doing, is using Intel IoT Gateway technology to add a robust layer of security to your solution. So the data flow needs to flow securely from the device, in our case the robot, to the IoT gateway, and then to the cloud, and then to whatever we use to access that cloud capability. So what I recommended for this case is to go to the Intel IoT gateway page and learn how to implement it in your solution. Now, next we have Smart Trance. Smart Trance is a project that I've been working with a few of my fellow innovators who are also very interested in this project, and you're gonna see why. Smart Trance is a solution that wants to help save lives, especially lives that are lost every year due to accidents. The reality is fatigue kills. So each year, I think more than 1 million people are lost because people are too fatigued when they are behind the wheel. So rather than focusing on last second detection, we developed a solution that is all about the person behind the wheel. We try to provide a holistic understanding of the human factor. And we believe that for an optimal solution to this deadly problem, the driver has to be at the core. So Smart Trance identifies drivers who are becoming fatigued, and it provides corrective actions before they become a safety hazard. Now, as we know, there are some systems that are trying to solve this problem of people falling asleep while driving. But the problem is they focus mostly on last second detection, and they fail to see the bigger picture. They detect if a person is asleep while driving, and if so, they sound an alarm. But I think that's probably not enough. There are a few caveats here. So one, they only work in certain situations and scenarios, and they don't take into account a lot of important factors, such as the driver's reaction upon waking up from hearing the alarm, which can itself be a cause for accidents. Two, it may be too late, as the driver's reaction time may not be sufficient to avoid an innocent cyclist or a pedestrian. And three, the system warns you that the driver is tired, but so what? It doesn't do anything to fix the problem. You have to fix it. So in order to solve fatigue-related accidents, we need to provide, one, early recognition, and two, give drivers the tools to solve their situation in a timely manner. So we are focused on detecting the danger before it's too late. So our approach has roots in extensive research and study of prevention of fatigue accidents done by either transportation industry or medical community or government institutions. So we try to build upon this knowledge base and focus on collaborating and partnering up with industry leaders to achieve our optimal solution. So unlike other one-size-fits-all approaches to fatigue driver accident prevention, Smart Trance enables each driver to build their own driver profile. So in other words, our system learns from and adapts to every individual driver. Now, the solution is built on 3 tech pillars, let's call them that. So on pillar one is a mobile app, which can be downloaded right now on iOS and Android. Just search for Stop Fatigue. The app is used so that people can self-report their fatigue levels and take a selfie at the start and the end of the trip. When we have a lot of data, our algorithms start to learn about each individual's fatigue profiles and also learn from their facial expressions. So the app is also a base for our recommendations system. It looks like this right now. If you want to download it, please go to your Google Play or Apple equivalent and search for Stop Fatigue. Now, pillar 2, we have a sensor kit. This sensor kit is monitoring environmental conditions such as air quality, temperature, noise, or light. And these are factors that can decrease driver alertness. So this real-time data is then cross-reference with other available external intelligence, such as traffic conditions or weather. With all of these, we can build a comprehensive picture of what internal and external elements are affecting the driver. And third, we have a pillar that is called the vision kit. The vision kit is monitoring human factors such as eye blinking rate, yawning, and it's using some really cool computer vision algorithms to always know if the person is, let's say, awake and how awake, and if it's about to fall asleep. The facial recognition camera includes infrared capabilities to acquire environmental and biometric data under any kind of conditions. It can be day, night, marginal lighting conditions. It doesn't matter. If the driver is wearing glasses, still okay. Even dark sunglasses. So these three pillars are unique to each driver, and by feeding this information into our proprietary fatigue efficiency score, we can actually report in real time how fatigued or drowsy is a driver. And we kind of go way beyond last second reporting. We can provide short-term appropriate audible warnings and helpful information. So such as this, imagine you're driving on a highway and you're, let's say, about to fall asleep, and the system recognizes that and says, oh, hey, there's a rest area about 5 miles ahead, or there's a restaurant about 2 miles ahead. You can stop there, have a meal, and refresh, and then get back to driving. Once trips are completed, we provide long-term wellness recommendations to help drivers alleviate their fatigue problems and have a better lifestyle while driving. So let's hop fast to the website. The website is smarttrance.us. You can find a lot of details here and the links to the app on iTunes and the one on Google Play. You can find an interesting video about the threat of this problem. Learn about what we're using technically, and of course the team. 3 of us are Intel innovators, like Agnes and Gregory, and also Johnny. So there's 4 Intel innovators in the team and 3 businessmen. So please do check out the app on iTunes or Google Play. It will help us a lot if you try it and tell us how it works for you. Also, if you want to learn more about Astro, you can check out the article on Medium. It's a bit more in detail than what I've told you this evening. And yeah, thank you for attending my talk. Looking forward to your questions. We are, for the Smart Trance project, we are working with trucking companies at the moment. We are trying to develop a solution tailored for their use cases, and let's see, maybe working with electric utilities would help a lot, actually. If you have let's say smart light poles which are connected, and you can gather data real time from them, then it can help a lot with the problem and dealing with some let's say environmental problems that may appear. So, undergoing research on IoT to apply for smart farming, smart education, but it's difficult. Any operating procedure to design IoT? What do you mean? Do you mean if there's any templates to design an IoT solution? Well, I think there's some really good material about this, but the most important thing that I can tell you is that you have to really understand the problem first. So let's say you have a problem in agriculture, which you want to solve with IoT. You want to use technology to make something work much better than it works with classical means. You must first understand where does your hardware and software make the difference, and then design your solution according to that. Sometimes you don't need to use that much technology to make things better. You just need to use the right kind of technology. So let's say if you want to do some automation in agriculture, then you don't have to think big. You can just build something and see how it works and go up from there. So start with a small project and then iterate on it and grow it. What do you mean by coming to professional? I see I have done plenty of prototyping, but while coming to professional, it's difficult. I guess you need to build a good team and just do some projects and learn from that. Failure is a way to learn, right? Okay, another one. I want to track the electricity consumption for 3-phase electricity meter. Okay, I'm not sure how I can help you with that, really. Can you be more specific? I mean, there's some appliances you can just buy to measure how much electricity you consume. So if you want to build your own, then yeah, you need to design a board or some solution to do that. So you want to check the consumption of your factory and keep a tab on the consumption. Okay, but you don't have any kind of metering solution right now? Okay, well, you do need to buy it, or do you want to build it on your own? If you're an electrical engineer, then you should be able to, get to a solution like that. So if you want to build it and then sell it, then yeah, if you're not an electrical engineer, then you have to find one, or I don't know, go to an electrical engineering college and learn how to do that kind of applications. I can tell you more about the software aspect of things, as I'm specialized in computer vision. All right, so you have an electrical engineer, but you need to communicate with a cloud and a computer. So, okay, cool. In that situation, I highly recommend you to go to this website that I was telling you about before. So this is about Intel IoT gateways, and here you can learn how you can use a gateway technology or to connect to cloud platforms such as Amazon Web Services or Google or Microsoft Azure. So yeah, in that case, if you want to have like a cloud based solution, then you should definitely check this out. It's really a really good place to start working on it. How do you connect the electrical circuit with your computer? Well, you can use a microcontroller, which can be connected directly to your computer. You can use something like Arduino. So, okay, I'm just gonna copy paste this into the chat. You can go and follow it. They actually explain how to use an Arduino 101, and you can connect everything to that. If you plan to make more of like an industrial solution, then you're probably gonna need some let's say industrial hardware. So that's gonna be more expensive. The Arduinos are good, but they're also maybe not industrial like. Okay, if you want to read about the robot, also here's the Medium article. It tells a bit more than I've gotten to tell you. Thank you guys for attending. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and you can check out the links I've sent you. Also for smart trance, this is the link, just to have it here in an easy, clickable location. I would really appreciate if you would go to iTunes or Google Play and try out the app. It's in beta right now, and there might be some things that are in work in progress, but it would help us a lot if people would try it out and see how it works for them. I wish you have a pleasant evening or morning or midday, depending on where you are. And thanks again. Take care.